You know the buttery and flaky pastries found at a fancy bakery. We'll let you in on a little secret. It all starts with puff pastry. It's a baking staple that reigns supreme in the pastry kitchen, according to our good friend Chef Nettie Frank. She is sharing everything we need to know about this light and flaky dough, which I have to say, every time we play with it, work with it in the kitchen, I do see the approachability, but I still feel overwhelmed at the idea.
Okay, so it's really easy though.
I know.
Like, I know it's really, I know.
Why is it so scary?
I think because when you go to a fancy bakery, you see a beautiful turnover and you're like, all the layers of butter and dough and butter and dough, and you're like, that's
too much.
Like daunting.
Yeah.
Like, but I just want to buy it and I want to eat it, right?
I
don't really
want to eat it, I don't want to make it.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. But this is like, I always have puff pastry dough, heavy cream and butter in my fridge.
You
at
do?
all time. Oh yeah.
She's the best.
Yeah, because you can make whatever you want.
One of
out
many
that.
reasons. Put it on the staple grocery list.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but you can get it, they now have this kind in the refrigerated area. Usually it used to be like the freezer aisle. So I think that also is what was the daunting part. Because you're like, oh, now I need to make it thaw out. Like, how long do I thaw it out without letting it proof? You know,
How is this different from the frozen version?
It's really great. It's really pliable. You're going to see and be able to play with it. It's just one big roll.
Brittle, not as delicate.
Yes, it doesn't like flake off already on you. So this is really, really great with it. But you can do savory. We've got a sausage one we're gonna make. We've got danishes, and then we've got breadsticks. So you can make savory and sweet all you want with this stuff.
Okay, what should we start with?
Let's start, we're gonna do the breadsticks really fast.
They look amazing.
So usually I have this whole piece and then we're gonna spread butter across the entire thing using an offset spatula. Make sure it's softened butter, otherwise it's just gonna pull on that dough, right? And we just want a nice thin layer of it, and then we will, there we go.
And that's for any of the recipes? You want that butter?
Yes, you want that nice thin layer of butter. And we are going to be putting, you could even make this sweet if you wanted to, and do like cinnamon sugar and brown sugar on it.
Like a dessert breadstick sort of a thing.
So we're gonna sprinkle on that garlic salt.
Smells so good.
Right?
Yes.
And then we're going to add a little Parmesan cheese to it, and I use my zester. This is so good to have a zester when you have like a firm cheese like Parmesan cheese.
I bet you have that on hand a lot too, fresh parm.
I do. So then we're just gonna fold these little pieces, and then you can kind of stretch them and twist them.
Oh, you fold and then stretch?
Yeah, so then it's kind of got the filling inside. So look how easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I know, right?
That's it?
I told you, that's it.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do a little egg wash or melted butter on top.
I'm
and
in.
then you can even put a little bit more of the
egg wash?
Yes,
Okay.
so definitely put the egg wash on that. All right, so I'm gonna jump over here to the danishes. So I wanted to show you what fresh fruit and what like any kind of pie filling would look like.
Okay.
So we take our cream cheese, we're gonna add some vanilla extract and a little sprinkle of sugar just to sweeten it up.
Okay.
So that's ready. I always have it in a piping bag, it's just easier. But okay, so this is how we're gonna get this really fun. Now this is like advanced.
It's darling.
Pastry work, right?
The shape and the color.
Right, so we're just gonna fold it gently in half.
May I do it alongside?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can use
Fold
the
in
paring
half.
knife. I'll use this knife.
Where did we
and
cut?
we're not gonna cut. We're gonna cut all the way through, but not off, like cutting it off, right?
Okay.
So we're just gonna
Little
sort of
pocket?
triangle, but not connect the triangle.
Oh, darn.
Yeah,
Take
no,
two.
start over.
Take two.
So,
Beginner at work. Okay,
so
right here.
So we're gonna fold it this way. Here you go.
Nettie, sorry.
You're good. Watch, this is how easy it is.
Okay.
So you're gonna cut here.
But not connect.
Correct, and not connect the sides.
then right there.
And then cut down this side.
Oh, all the way down the side?
Yep, that side you can cut all the way down.
And then all the way down?
It's just the point you don't want to connect. Now
Okay.
open that up, and you've got that really cute little triangle thingy, like hammock, whatever you want to call it.
Don't test. Don't test the pregnant
so
brain.
set it back down.
Okay.
And this is where you're gonna come and pipe that cream cheese right on the
I
center.
thought you were going to call for some geometric shape definition. I was like, I'm not your girl
I
for
couldn't
that.
help you with that one
Okay.
either. Okay, so now you can put some fresh strawberries on there. You can do any kind of fruit. We're going into like the beautiful fall season, so peaches, apples, whatever you have. Now we're gonna take the egg wash, which is down there. And you're just gonna swipe that outer edge.
Okay.
And you don't, this is your glue. This is how we glue things together, which is perfect. So we're gonna take this side and cross it over. We're gonna do a little crisscross.
Okay.
Applesauce there.
Yes.
Yep, and then we're gonna take the other side and place it down.
I overdid on the strawberries. But,
It's okay, fold it all.
I was excited. It's
Yep,
fine.
you're good.
Okay.
And then that is what goes on
Pretty, so your
the
little
cookie
pocket
sheet.
is exposed.
Exactly. And then I always like, if it's sweet, after I egg wash, I will put a little bit of sugar sprinkled on top, just so it gives this little golden little sheen, little shine to it, a little
sparkle.
sparkle. Yes. So, okay, so that's the Danishes. Now turnovers. It's going to be the exact same thing. Where's my cream cheese? We're just going to.
Is that just regular cream cheese? You didn't enhance it at all?
Yeah, so a little bit of sugar and a little bit of vanilla extract.
You probably said that. Okay, great.
No, you're good. So we're going to do a little filling. Now you do a little less on the filled ones because when we go to fold it, we don't want to be like bring it up together.
Yeah.
We're gonna pinch. And sometimes you have to get gravity to get the filling down there. Yeah. Pinch there, and now there is your turnover. I do like to do like 3 little spikes and like that, and we're gonna egg wash that as well, right?
Okay, and we can make this savory too?
Yes, so we're gonna do it's kind of like a stuffed mushroom filling. We're gonna sprinkle that sugar on top. So that is what is like a spanakopita, right?
Oh yeah.
So I always like to use my cookie scoops, my smaller ones, whenever I have like a thicker filling. And you can make these ahead of time and just reheat them in the oven. You can do that with all of this, right?
Nice.
So even if your kids wanted a little bite for their lunch instead of like a sandwich and stuff, they'd like this. So again, we're gonna use that.
Don't tell my kids that's up for grabs in the lunchbox menu because
like, what? No.
We draw the line at PB&J. No, I'm just kidding. That would be really fun.
So now it's got mushrooms, green onions, cream cheese, and sausage filling in there, and that is ready to go as well.
Do you vent that one too?
Yes, we do. So we're gonna vent. Do you want to vent it?
I would.
Okay.
I would like to do that.
And then we're gonna egg wash it, but we don't put any sugar on top.
Right.
And that's what gives that beautiful golden look. And you could even, if you wanted to, on the top, we can do a little Parmesan cheese on the breadsticks and then on the savory ones, so we know it's nice and savory. I mean, who doesn't love crispy cheese?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that is turnovers. That's what, puff pastry dough. So you can really use it, or if you are making your shepherd's pie or any other kind of pie, you can use this as well as the crust on top, right? And just let it kind of poof up.
Is puff pastry different than phyllo dough?
Yes, it is. So phyllo dough, well, phyllo,
Sorry, yes.
tomato, whatever you want to call it.
She said.
But those are just layers, sheets of just the dough. So there's no butter between it.
Okay.
So you have to do like melted butter in so many layers. You're layering it yourself as you're preparing
Got it.
whatever item you're going to make, whereas this is all done. Now, if you wanted to make your own puff pastry dough, I'll love that for you, but you're looking at like 3 or 4 days of making sure the dough like rests, and then you can roll more butter in it, and it's a process.
Okay.
So buy it.
Yeah.
Just buy it and have fun.
This is fun. And you've made it fun and you've made it doable. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Where can we get more recipes from you, sister?
All social media sites, Chef Nettie Frank. I'm there. I'm now on TikTok. I did
Good girl.
I know. I'm trying.
She'll be your favorite foodie follow. Chef Nettie Frank will link you over from our website. And of course, you'll see all of the recipes posted for you there as well. Studio5.ksl.com.